Top of the morning, citizens of the destination, and thank you for tuning in to today's St. Patrick's Day themed episode of the Destination podcast. If you couldn't tell by the special picture or this terrible accent, yes, we went all out for St. Patrick's Day. Ironically enough, only one guest on this particular episode, Mr. Ty Moore, is Irish. I'm not even a drop. Murph and Neff also definitely are not, but we had fun anyway. A lot of alcohol was had, a lot of shepherd's pie. Pie, that was way more Scottish than anything. At some point, I'm sure this is just going to turn into my Shrek, but whatever. Yes, this was the funniest episode we've ever done. That's why it's an hour and 45 minutes, because I couldn't possibly cut out anything. This episode was fantastic. Also, maybe the most cancelable episode, if I'm being perfectly honest. Neff mostly trying to get me canceled, but anyway, fun episode. It's great. I don't want to say too much more again because we got a long one here, but two things out of the way. First off, today's episode is sponsored by Buddy's Beard Care. I'm actually not going to do my usual ad here because Buddy Holley himself, the owner and proprietor, actually crashes this episode. And we also naturally, or well, very unnaturally, plug the product for about 10 minutes in the episode. So we'll let it speak for itself. And then lastly, just a couple of stand updates for Destin Richardson coming up. May 23rd, we have a show at the Meraki Gallery in Newark, Ohio. March 29th, we have the Top Dog contest at the Attic Comedy Club in Columbus. And then April 13th, we have a show at a veterans themed clean comedy show in Reynoldsburg, Ohio. Follow for more details on that one once we get the official flyer for that. Also, anyone in Cambridge, Ohio, keep your eye out. We're looking at a potential April 27th show at the Downtown Arena. May 4th, the Roast of Skywalker. Also stay tuned for more official promo for that. And then also just always keep the date October 19th open once I get to venue. I will be recording my second stand-up special. You asked for this. So yeah, stay tuned. Anyway, enough of me. Here comes the St. Patrick's Day themed special of the Destination podcast featuring Ty Moore, Murph Henderson, and Neff Johnson. Sláinte.
Black people, that's gonna be fun.
Wait, what were we talking about black people for?
Well, actually, it was Ty that said he doesn't really like being around us, but he tolerates it.
I'm making an exception for the holiday.
See, that honestly, I was really. The whole reason I even got this particular group together is I just wanted to see how many drinks it took before one of you guys convinced Ty it's okay to say it.
1.5.
This whole episode is just working up towards canceling Ty.
He already said it once in the car with me and Megan.
Which was such a hate crime because he's literally the only Irish person
Dream or no dream.
of the four of us.
Doesn't really
And
matter.
we're going to ruin his career on St. Patrick's Day.
I'm ready for it.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I could use the hit.
Yeah. I mean, hey, all press is good press. I forget who it was said you don't ever, or I think with Chad Daniels, it's like you never technically get canceled. Your audience just shifts to an audience you don't want.
So are we live now?
Yeah, we are live.
Cool.
So is the theory that all press is good press the reason why you offered me bananas as soon as I walked in the door?
Yes. Yeah. And that's also why I threw them violently at you overhand. I'm like, ah!
Oh my God.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
I was going to ask you, why'd you take him if you were
For
going to be so
legal,
offended?
for legal reasons, it needs to be stated he had his own banana before he walked in here.
Not true.
But hey, thanks for coming. We're doing a special St. Patty's Day episode, and almost everybody on this podcast already. Actually, we're going to pull back the curtain here. For those of you that watched the Christmas special, you'll half recognize the gentleman across from me, Ty Moore. He was our Santa. But you guys remember Murph and Neff. So anyway, what's going on? What's new?
Fucking everything and nothing at the same time.
Everything is nothing. I'm promoting a
I'll
show
drink
on
to that.
the podcast.
Yeah.
Murph and Neff sounds like you get 2 tokens for the price of one. We'll just have Murph and Neff over, you know. That's 2. We'll have 2.
That's more than one, and we'll be
That's
double
6
diverse.
tenths. Yeah, 6 tenths.
Whenever anybody names their Blackfoot, they always name you and me. And the same.
You're like, yeah. Like,
Plus,
I love
also,
the black comedians in town. You know, Murph, Neff.
You know.
plus, on paper, Murph Henderson is a very white sounding comic.
I mean, right?
Yeah.
It does sound like a very
Murphy Henderson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has it ever landed you a job?
You're the height of a leprechaun too. I mean, yeah, like
Right? Like if I could just pull off.
you have the hood up now. If you could just like have your whole back to the camera for the whole episode,
Yeah.
no one would know any different.
Isn't a Henderson responsible for some sort of little Muppets or something? Or
Jim
Henson?
Jim
Henson.
Henson, yeah, Jim Henson.
I agreed with you. I was like, yeah, Jim Henderson.
You know.
Yeah, actually, yeah. For a split second, I was
Terrible.
gonna go with you too.
I was just trying to find a route to call him a Smurf.
you were making your way there.
All you had to do is add.
That's probably what most people did in grade school.
Yeah.
Look, it's Smurf Henderson.
I'll say there's no way that
probably
was-
taller than everybody.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was the biggest kid in second grade. No, I wasn't. I've never been.
See, typically, all short adults at one point in time they were the tallest in their class.
I've never been.
Yeah.
At no point.
Typically they literally peak early, like in height.
No, I was always the shortest.
He's
Yeah.
a short king now. He was a short prince.
Yeah.
He was
And
a
in
short seaman at another point.
And I'll say, yeah, he was a prince in elementary school, and in preschool he was a frog.
See, there you go. Yeah. You made us more of a tadpole, but I'm with you.
We were all tadpoles at one point in time.
We were
Yeah.
old testy tads swimming around trying to find our way.
Yeah. Which, speaking of, this might be the edibles we had before this, but like, isn't it fucked up that we were tadpoles and then we can drown in later life? Like we started out
That is
being
weird.
aquatic, and now we can drown.
We should be able to breathe.
Yeah.
Wait, so
I shouldn't have to worry about drowning in pussy, but it's a very real fear.
All that to just set it up.
I
I was ready
That's
for
like, all my
longest walk.
I was ready for discussion.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
Yeah, we were swimming in testicles.
That's the thing. People hate that my jokes in the last couple of years. I've taken great pride in taking them on the longest walk for the most disappointing end. I mean, hell, 6 minutes of my special is just one giant dick joke that's disguised as a coming out story. So, I mean, yeah.
Incels
There was-
fun.
Yeah, there was a booker one time at a club, and like I caught him on a bad day because he calls me and he was even like, yeah, thanks for that. I was listening to your clip in the car, and he's like, yeah, thanks for 3 minutes of a setup for a dick joke that my daughter had to hear. She was like, he was like, I thought it was safe. The first minute, I'm like, okay, this is a coming out story. This is going to be good. And it's like, nope, you made it a dick joke. I'm like, yes, I did, sir.
Yeah.
And there's another 50 minutes of that if you book me.
You seem like an incel.
He did actually, and then he had to cancel on me like a month later.
At first glance, you seem like incel personality. You know what I'm saying? But it's really just like a touch of Asperger's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
By
like-
the way, I hate to say this, but your mouth is fully green.
Oh, I'm sure.
You definitely went too hard with the
Way
die.
too- it was a fucking drop, dude. It was a drop.
CP's dude. I love it.
like he sucked off the Hulk.
I know the secret to make him David Banner again. It's a very direct plan, but it's going to require assistance. I must assemble my A team for this.
That's his job in Marvel
Jada
Comics.
Stevens, Riley Reed, Emma Hicks,
Oh fuck! You're gonna make me smash again.
Katrina J.
Every time the Hulk gets mad, he just pulls his pants down. Now it just waits. Oh man!
I will throw your SUV if you don't.
That's my secret, Cap. I always want to smash.
He go from Hulk mad, Hulk gay.
Hulk like that one.
Hulk sleepy.
Who did that thing? Who did that thing with Hulk's balls?
Was that Ant-Man? Come back here, Scott.
Yeah.
I've never seen a one-man bukkake video. He's capable. Coke would be capable.
Oh man, he would drench so many things. I feel like that's probably what Moss is. Just Hawk busting loads in South.
Oh no,
Florida.
Wrigley Field. Oh no, Wrigley Field.
Yeah.
That's why you can't have kids. Remember, like in the movies, like I can't have kids. That's why, because he was just busting the uterus of whatever
Yeah.
woman. Like
Yeah.
it was just come out the back.
Yeah.
You remember that scene? In
Right.
His semen literally has the same power as like a shotgun spray.
Yeah.
Do you remember that scene in Scary Movie when he comes her to the ceiling?
Yeah.
That's the Hulk on even like a bad day.
Right.
That's like his fourth nut of the day. Like, wow, it stayed in one room this time.
When he comes on bitches, it looks like Black History videos.
he looks like the firefighters spraying down those Selma marchers.
Why is Hawkeye barking like a dog? That's too far.
So let's see. Only 10 minutes into this episode, and I think I'm already canceled. That's awesome. That's a record.
No!
Well, if you're
We can
not,
talk
let's
about
pull out
Hulk
that
semen.
Yeah.
Second banana.
That one he handed to him.
Yeah. The first one hit him in the eye, and I felt bad. So I was like, oh, no, okay, here we go. But yeah, no, I actually, so yeah, I see what you guys are talking about now. I got
that's
that's
I got that selfie camera.
And I feel
Yeah.
bad that I pointed it out, but like I couldn't let you go unnoticed.
And is that? Oh, I think that's a piece of sauerkraut from my Arby's earlier too.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, you look like the fucking town drunk. Just a green mouth at fucking 3 p.m. on a Sunday. I'll tell you what's wrong with the block nowadays. They're letting too many other gays in. Aren't you gay, sir? I was gay before it was cool. I was a real
Before these
gay.
pillow biters came in, this
Yeah,
was
but
a
I
proud
can't-
gay neighborhood.
I kept my mouth shut about it, you know. The fucking the town drunk with all his secrets. That's okay. You know what they say, green mouth makes a green ass later on. So
Do any of you guys identify as alphas?
no, I think
Absolutely.
Are you an alpha bottom?
I don't even think I'm allowed. Like I'm serious. I think if I tried, like somebody would show up and be like, nah. I don't- we
Just
don't accept
imagine Murph if he had his own YouTube channel where he was just like, this is how you win women. First things first, never look them in the eye. I can't.
Easy to do when you're 5'3".
I've been perfecting this for years. I go right
I'm
in the
36, 26, 36.
I stare right into her pussy so she knows what I want. It's also eye level.
You're, I mean, you got a commanding voice, and you're
Yeah.
you're a confident person. You're intelligent.
I mean,
Yeah, your body language, your demeanor is assertive.
it's tall.
Yeah,
But I think that's relevant to women's perception of you.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Even though it's everybody can hear.
You
see
have
these
for
things,
sure gotten your voice complimented before.
It doesn't necessarily.
Oh, shit.
Hey,
Another
buddy,
fucking
what's up?
podcaster.
Hey,
What's up? How's it going?
I would say, thank God you didn't knock. We'd be like, police, stop. I'll say, actually, well, both chairs are
I can get her
there.
on the table.
Okay, yeah, that works.
I'm first.
No, you're
Is that not what we're talking about?
Yeah. But for those of you who don't know, Buddy Holley, everybody.
Hey.
What's happening? Oh, same everything reversed.
Well, hey, actually, Buddy, since you are brand new here, we have our whole spread. If you want your green food coloring, I'll make your mouth look like you just blew the Hulk. That's what we've been talking about the last 11 minutes.
Hulk loads.
There's some shepherd's pie over there if you want.
Very theme specific.
Yeah. We got some liquor up there. Also, Ty brought some pizza and mac and cheese cupcakes from his cat's birthday party because he is that Caucasian.
Damn, dude. All
Yep.
right.
As if St. Patrick's Day wasn't literally my Christmas, I also go to pet birthday parties.
No fucking weed. The weed is green. Why don't we have that?
We had that.
Yeah, that is here, but
Yeah. And I would enjoy having some more. I don't want to implicate anybody, but I'm unemployed, so.
I say I'm on vacation, but I'm still employed, so
Yeah.
I can't be. Yeah,
No, you turn your
I
head.
can't partake. Yeah,
Turn your head when we do it.
Yeah.
He's technically a federal employee,
Yeah.
so we should watch
But also, I'm East End Newark. I ain't a snitch, so.
it. East End Newark. Oh my God, that's the fucking OPT album I need to
I'll
get.
say there's East End and South Side of
OPT,
Newark
out-of-town
are
people.
bad, yeah. North and West are the good parts of Newark. East and South are bad.
Yeah.
I should know. I'm from the North. I'm the North and went East. I tried to gentrify.
I feel like you're a fucking English settler letting us know where you lay. The name's Destin. I'm a messenger. I travel with the scrolls to the north and the east, but I live in the west. I have a bed in every place, though. Just ask your mother. As you raise your cape. That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Not cloak. You're more of a cloak guy. I don't think
That's. Thank you. That's also kind of an insult. So fuck you.
What are you talking about? Cloaks are sexy. Vampires wear capes. You'd be scary.
No,
Although you do look like an Irish vampire right now. I've come to suck the alcohol from your blood.
So Edward Cullen, man.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
Hey, buddy, how long you been extended?
September.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Do you remember?
The place I was just at Friday,
Mm.
I thought I was being tricked into being sex trafficked. So,
Oh yeah, Fostoria.
Yeah, dude, that was rough. You could
I-
have warned me, bro.
I tried too subtly.
I don't think you did at all.
What place is this?
Well, I'll be more direct next time.
Venue 18.
Fostoria is what they called Destin's childhood before he signed the papers. I'll Fostoria before I have you.
That's weird. He's adopted.
Sorry, that was a long route for an adoption joke. My bad.
Hey, we saw the
We
long
like
road.
long roads.
The long road I took with a joke earlier, so we're good. It's a long road out of Dublin.
Yeah, it is. That's definitely going to be the name of your first comedy album with that great mouth, A Long Road Out of Dublin. I traveled to the countryside quite a long time. A sheep's bum with a little bit of rum makes for a good night. That's almost a shanty. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Fortunately, that was so bad. I don't think YouTube's copyright algorithm's going to get it.
I rhymed rum with sheep's bum. I thought that was pretty good.
That was gayer than the song Murph was playing in the way. That's why I asked him, is he an
You think
alpha?
trombones are gay?
It was so gay.
My
dude.
favorite.
Saxophone.
Are you talking about shorty or like?
Oh,
It was like a spoonful of sugar makes ejaculate go down.
Oh.
It was so fucking corny.
it was,
Oh,
first
yeah.
of all, it was the remix. I don't know why you're doing it like that. Because you know Baba do it all.
Come on, you know, the chocolate screwed version, all right?
Tired you like play that
Hey,
spoonful of sugar shit again.
Let's not discount. Lil Nas X has some good remixes.
You know it was the Space Ghost Perp version.
Did you know Buddy before stand up?
Oh yeah. Buddy and I, we go way back. We were in a band together.
Yeah, his name's actually Tim. They just call him Buddy.
Yeah.
That's how long they've been friends.
You didn't do improv or anything.
I did improv last year.
God damn it!
Another one.
Here we go.
Why?
I keep.
Why?
I just as longer you stay here, the more I just start to read the situation. I know what happened.
Neff is the biggest fan of improv to a
Yeah.
point where it hurts his soul.
Yeah, and Asians. Nev loves Asians and improv.
My first year in stand up was anti-Asian shit, everything.
Well, yeah, your first some of your first 4 gigs were in Newark, so yeah, you just read the room. Yeah.
You had a correct gauge.
Yeah. Usually you read a room, it's like, what do you like? You did a show in Newark and you're like, what do these people not like? Ethnics.
And I had to divert the attention from me.
Yeah, you're like, let me get the smoke off me. Asians.
Exactly.
Specific Asians too.
There you go.
Right
by the ocean.
Like you weren't snitching, but you were still whistleblowing.
Till that night, Destin had never heard Asians with a hard R.
Stop.
I've heard the waitresses list things off of the Chinese food menu.
There you go. They call you the hard R, but it's because you can't read the English they have. Different kind of hard R.
No.
The Chinese restaurants in the hood is all owned by Arabs, so I don't even know what my problem is.
So fun world we live in because sometimes Mexicans make the best pizza.
No.
You know, you just never know. If you got the talent, you got the talent.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Mexicans working like Chinese restaurants because we have that around here.
Yeah, it's
I've seen that
backwards.
Yeah.
Like you go into some of the Mexican restaurants, there's Chinese people working.
Yeah.
That's a
vice
different
versa.
situation.
Well, also, I think it's because one of the Chinese restaurants in town finally opened up a rub and tug next door. And I think because of that, they had to
He's not
supplement the
kidding.
workforce.
Just a lot of.
I think there's a back door that goes from the kitchen.
Oh,
There's a back door. Don't leave me.
I was getting ready to clink my glass.
Oh,
with you,
yeah.
honestly.
Oh, okay. To the back door, yeah.
That's not a bad business model. Like get them sleepy and hungry, and then send them over next door.
So-
Yeah,
Kind
and
of
they get all
pussy,
bloated with the sodium and the sugar from the Chinese food, and they need to release that fluid, you know?
Yeah.
See?
Get your fluid out.
Yeah.
So we're taking Murph.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where we're going right after this.
I do love a good rub and tug.
Yeah.
I've been afraid to go. Has anybody actually been to a place where you pay for legal sex? I'm very curious about it. Like
I've not been, but I'm curious.
Like,
Yeah.
I'll tell you why, because I want to know if is it better than what you get for free. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
None of it's free.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, yes,
Right,
true.
yeah,
but
yeah.
of the acts that you've been involved in that were free and consensual,
Yeah.
if you pay for it, is it pop? Like, do you get a better quality, or are you paying for something else entirely?
Well, the quality is in the procedure. If
Mhm.
you value that, the quality is that you don't have to talk on the phone, you don't have to send text messages, you don't have to answer stupid questions.
You know what it is.
She comes in 20 minutes, you're into it, and 3 seconds later it's over, and you never got to see her.
Hell yeah.
That's and then after a while that becomes very empty though.
Oh, yeah. It's not a sustainable thing. It's a very good, like, once in a blue moon kind of thing.
Or a
you know?
blue ball.
Yeah.
Or a blue ball, yeah, I've never paid for it. I've never paid for it, but I'm not above paying for it.
Yeah, I was thinking
And I'm
you
saying
should.
this as someone as one of the first times in the history of this podcast, I'm getting somewhat regular sex. So, like, yeah, I'm not.
Wait, is that the hand?
Yeah. Who says I'm using hands?
That's true.
But,
We have heard the $1,400 stimmy.
yeah, no, I'm not exuding nearly as much incel energy as I usually do on this fucking podcast. So,
You put one of them pocket pussies in that medieval costume.
Hey, don't put it on. I have to clean it.
I've never been so intrigued.
What if it's in the area where the pussy would be on that? Like, I like my blow-up dolls in medieval armor. That way when I clap cheeks, I clank a little too. Clapping and clanking, dude.
A little door, you lock it.
Ooh, the trap door. That's a euphemism for anal. Oh, man. What movie was that? Men in Tights, where she had the chastity belt?
Yeah.
the Everlast Chastity Belt, yeah.
Yeah. God, good movie.
I thought you were gonna for a second. I thought you were gonna go into like a Black Knight reference with Martin Lawrence.
Another good movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey, the worst type of prostitution is the fucking hybrid, where like a chick sees that you have shit, you know,
Oh,
and she beams in on you because of your car or your jewelry or something like that, and you might not even be able to pick up on it. It's a certain energy you gotta have a nose for, and those ones.
yeah. We call those Whitehall walkers.
God damn.
is that where your girlfriend's from?
Actually, wait, where is she from originally?
I mean, you got the caddy and everything now. So.
Yeah.
That isn't his
Like,
car.
yeah.
You better take a sniff test if she only fucking for caddies, nigga.
Especially 8-year-old caddies too. Like,
Thank God you followed that up with caddies, because when you said especially with an 8-year-old, I was like, wait a minute. What is this podcast going to turn into? I'm fine with the race jokes.
or like 8-year-old caddies, like that one episode of Sunny Philadelphia where Dennis is pretending to be this like rich guy.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they're at the golf course or whatever, and this like young little Asian caddy comes out, and he's like, "All right, I'm here. I'm exactly like what you requested, you know." And he's even like, "Oh, I gotta fuck this guy.
Yeah.
I need to get off."
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
He's trying to pretend to be that guy for the whole day. That's a
Yeah.
fucking wild episode. Great episode.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I think the closest I've ever been was getting like you know how you can get a private like VIP dance at a strip club?
Yeah.
That's the closest I've ever come.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I've gotten 2 of those. So.
Yeah, I didn't insert anything, but
$22 a piece, which I feel is very cheap for
Whoa.
a private.
my face
Whoa.
was. That is. Wait.
Where were you? Where it was
Buffalo.
Wait, there needs to be distinction though, because there's tiers. So like you have the general floor.
Oh, I thought you meant tears as in I'm crying.
Right? What?
Yes.
How I prefer my strippers.
Yeah. Yeah, we were both
There's
crying.
tears
It
to
was
this
so,
shit.
so arousing.
You have the general floor area, and then you're like, let's go back and do a couple songs for like $30, $40, 22 in your case.
Mhm.
But then you have that next tier where it's several hundred, and
Yeah,
you're just with them for 15 minutes.
Right.
That's the closest I've come to buying for sex.
Okay.
I inserted nothing, but my face was pleasant places.
Yes, same.
Yeah.
Same. But
So-
again, mine was just for $22.
That's awesome, dude.
We,
I
'cause
fucking-
we talked about it in the Tony Wallace and Stephen Hinkle episode. Go watch that again. But yeah, no, because Buffalo is so close to Canada, where they actually do have legalized prostitution. The
Canada's
strippers.
legal.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
So are we doing shows up there soon? Or?
I've been trying to book.
I should get
Um,
I mean, for Murph, obviously. I mean,
oh yeah.
He's
Murph's
the one
doing research.
He's the one that's curious.
I have no other
Journalistic
way to
integrity.
experience
Right.
pleasure. I'm sorry. I have.
Hey,
I
This is
don't
so-
know
hey, we're on
about
the east side of Europe. We just gotta walk the streets with you, bro. We'll get you one.
but yes, no, because they know they have the threat of losing all their business to actual prostitution. They know if they want to keep people, they gotta be cheap. Which again, I love the specificity of $22. That's such a weird number.
that is real specific.
But
Inflation.
but yeah, $22
so it's 32 now.
for lips to be kissing my lips. So
Wait. You let a stripper kiss you?
Right.
not these lips.
No.
His
It was a
pussy-
snail trail.
His
that
pussy lips,
really
her
went the
mouth.
whole way.
Oh
yeah.
wait, shit.
That's
I thought.
Buffalo, New York, great city. This episode is sponsored by the city of Buffalo, New York.
All
Try
the
the
processing on Neff's face
Okay.
was perfect.
Home of Buffalo wings, $22 strippers, air conditioning, and OJ.
People forget about that.
Yeah.
2,000 yards in 14 games is no joke.
Oh,
That's all I'll say.
yeah.
Neither is brutal murder of 2 people. But
Also, the personality of prostitutes is a bit it's interesting. You know, you could feel sorry for them depending on how they got there. You know, sometimes they be drug addicts, and you just be like, hell no. You can tell when they get there that they catfish and shit. But then the pretty ones, like the clean ones and shit. God damn, why are you doing this? You know?
It's probably a price point thing too. You can kind of tell before you get there if you're getting tricked.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be some cute ones for $200 though.
Mm-hmm.
The drug addicts is damn near free, but they try to get in that 200 bracket, and they come to the hotel room. You go, oh, it closes the door.
Because they got
breaking into the big leagues.
Bitch look like Harry Potter fell off a cliff.
there's only supposed to be one scar. You're the whole I ever lived.
Yeah, because you get the crackheads, and if they think they're gonna like try and get an extra tip from you by sucking, then you got to worry about them turning your dick into a key with their janky ass teeth.
Nah, that's a whole nother level of incelian depression. If you fuck a bitch that's got check marks on her cheekbones.
Are you still an incel at that point? Aren't you just a
Yeah, look who he's sitting next to. How can he not?
Kind of.
I mean,
if you paying for it, yeah. I don't know.
So what I'm hearing is Neff paid the deposit up front, and he was getting his at that point. Like,
Yeah.
It's been full disclosure. It's been a long time since I did that type of shit.
That's fair.
Not since Ohio, then, right?
Nah, when I had money, I was doing all type of shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's a little too much, J-Mo.
No, that's like a perfect sip.
Well, no, I'm doing a car bomb, so.
Wow. I forgot. Do you want to do a car bomb?
you should probably just drink that and
I
then
don't.
start over.
I'm
I
back.
don't.
I mean,
I cannot do car bombs.
If the group does car bombs, I'll partake, but I'm not. No, it's got.
No, man, I'm on vacation. I can get trashed. I don't have to drive.
I just think they taste like
I just
shit.
have to go from this chair
I don't have to drive
down
far.
the hall. That's it.
Yeah. Don't get pulled over.
Yeah. I'll get pulled over by the night over there.
After a while, I just start to understand what shit not to do that white people call weird names. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to do a car bomb, dude?
What do you do?
So
You want to do a Jägermeister?
Cherry bomb,
dude?
Vegas bomb.
You want to do a Billy Joel?
We like
concert?
bombs.
Want to do a rusty trombone, dude?
Yeah. Cleveland Steelers.
Yeah, do not do the rest of it.
It's not bad.
when we were leaving venue 18, there was a rap concert going on the other side. Comedy one side, rap on the other side, all white people.
It's Foster, of course.
Right. And we're waiting to figure out where we're going because my other half's family met us up there because they wanted to see me do stand-up. And they're trying to figure out where we're going. And I'm like, can you guys please hurry it up? I'm like yelling out the car window. I was like, I'm the wrong kind of white for this crowd. Like, we got to go. And she's like, will you shut up? You're going to get us hurt. I'm like, oh, no, we're leaving. Like, I took a shower. I'm not these people.
I get it. People think I'm joking when I say certain white crowds make me nervous.
Oh, for sure.
Like yeah, they always think I'm being
Hey, man, I've
sarcastic
been
or
knowing you
whatever.
4 years, and you look me in the eyes 3 times. Like, anything make you nervous.
That's why he's hammering alcohol. This podcast has me in the willies.
That's the undiagnosed autism. Leave him alone. He's going through some shit.
Yeah,
I got it too.
Yeah.
But when like another person has it, like, I don't know. I switch. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, you can't look me.
I'm not sure.
Then I get dominant.
Now you're offended.
Then I get tough and shit. Like,
Also,
oh,
there's
you
there's a nice armor over there right next to a little Dickie candle. I'm not sure it's undiagnosed anymore.
Well, a doctor hasn't been here yet.
Yeah.
Neff's a doctor of prostitutes.
I would like you to take me on a tour of the stroll somewhere at some point.
Ain't no stroll no more, nigga.
There's not
It's on the line. What are you talking about?
Nah, in Columbus there is. I mean, they're
Oh yeah, I saw something.
it's real.
On my feed.
It's on the west side. Yeah,
Is it here? I don't
it's
know.
in Columbus on the west side.
Oh no, you don't want to do that though. You don't want to do that, nigga. What? You don't even want to drive out there. There's no reason to be on the west side of Columbus, bro.
I love the west side. It's no man's land.
Shut
It's
up.
just Mad Max out there, man. I love that shit.
Maybe it's good for material or something.
Yeah. Or $22 blowjobs, but like
I remember the old days. The crackheads would be like, you go out there, they motherfuckers was like, they don't even want money.
They just come at you.
They some
They
zombies.
want you out of their territory. So they can go back to
Yeah.
hunting.
They want to bite you, nigga.
Yeah, a lot of face pulling out there. Dude, the speedways out there have blue lights in the bathroom so people don't use in the bathroom. Yeah. The west side of Columbus is it's no joke.
before our UDF got renovated, they started putting blue lights in the bathrooms as well because someone put in one of the baby changing stations. They carved in there meth to death. And like a week later, because they put the blue lights in there.
Yeah.
You know, I tried to get a lottery ticket there, like right after they renovated, because like the Powerball Mega Millions was like some stupid number. And I walk in, I'm like, hey, you guys got lottery? And he goes, no, we're too nice for that. You need to go down to Speedway. They now sell lottery tickets there. Like 2 weeks later, I'm like, bro, like really? You
We're
want
too
to
nice
be
for
proud?
Yeah, who are you kidding?
We're too nice for that.
Like, do you see the human lawn furniture you have in front of your place?
He's
right
like,
now?
duh, milkshakes.
Yeah.
We're a united dairy farmer. Take that gambling and sinning shit down the road.
Go hang out with the poors down on
Yeah.
Cedar Street.
Either that or buy a bottle of $7 vodka in aisle 6, please.
Actually, there was a brief second that I think UDF was like selling like alcoholic milkshakes. Like I thought they finally like knew their market. You know?
Yeah. Well, like Taco Bell got those cantinas
Yeah.
where they're like, no, you can drink here too now. It's like, man, that probably would have just caused more fights at that one old Taco Bell on Ohio State's campus, that one at 9th and High.
Yeah.
It's now ironically now it's like a smoke shop. But yeah,
Well,
back,
before that, it was a smoke shop because people were getting smoked. You know.
yeah. I saw at least 2 fights because people thought they were cutting each other in line at that Taco Bell. Drunk ass people at fucking 2 a.m. when the bars close. Just like, I fucking was here first. And then they start rumbling. You just step around them and place your order.
Where the fuck did you get a banana?
Destin.
Yep.
Yeah.
How you actually?
Like I just looked over and Next got a banana. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
I wouldn't offer.
Yeah,
I got shepherd's pie offered to be, but not a banana. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
I stopped him before he tried to give me red Kool-Aid and Hennessy. And
Yeah.
No, he'd have done
And he
it.
tried
Or purple.
He says that while Hennessy is directly in front of him.
He tried to turn on MC Hammer too while Neff was enjoying his fruit.
When you walked in and announced, I
He
thought
never old. He ain't that old. What the fuck?
when you walked in and announced, I thought you was a big white girl. He was getting I was so glad to see the beard.
Well, it comes off.
It's detachable. Like
I make him wear it during the day because I'm into friend play. And I couldn't possibly be friends with a woman. Gotta be realistic. Put this shit on. Wear Old Spice. Old Spice what? Cologne, dinner. Just wear it.
I say women are stupid.
Also, and wear that shirt too. Stroke it like you mean it. Hell
That's
yeah,
for my
dude.
brand, bro.
I love it.
I said,
I
yeah,
love
you're
it.
talking to the sponsor of this episode. What are you
I
talking
love
about? Yeah.
I love it.
Everybody loves BBC. You know what I mean?
Hey, your beard cream's in the bathroom.
Yeah, for everyone that's noticed my wonderful beard, it's because I'm slapping BBC on my face every morning.
That's a business you own?
Yeah. Buddy's beard.
Yeah, buddy, take care.
Yeah.
Beard Care?
Beard-
Care.
Yeah.
Oh, you own a company that does beard stuff.
Yeah, I say I got oils and the washers.
back.
Yeah, bring them.
shit.
Make all the caps are not screwed on.
Jesus Christ, Destin.
Apparently,
I'm lazy. I just want to like grab and just. It's good shit though.
and he really named it BBC.
Oh hell yeah!
That's crazy. That's a gentrified term too, because niggas would never call their dicks cocks.
That's true.
That's hilarious. I've
That's
heard that
really true.
before.
I just learned
That's so
something.
funny.
Well, it's
Yeah.
because Americans needed to take BBC away from the British.
Yeah.
That's why.
Let me
For
see.
the first time ever, it was because we actually wanted the black community to have something, you know,
Yeah.
We'd rather the blacks have it
than the British.
Do you think it's funny when white people yell "suck
Which
my
one?
cock"?
Really, buddy? You hand him the
That's a
Hendrix
hilarious
first
word.
of all of them?
Dude,
That's
listen,
racist.
I know my audience, okay? I know my audience.
And the Hendrix, what? Does that have like a little bit of patchouli in it, or?
Petroleum hemp.
Okay, yeah, I thought so.
This has this is Scholar,
Scholar is probably my second favorite next to the gunmetal.
of course,
What's that? What's that?
because I'll shoot you before I ask
Yeah,
questions.
but you gotta smell it first.
Yeah, the gunmetal really is that good though.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made this one into a cologne.
Good call.
The gunmetal. I
This is
put
good
that
products,
in.
man.
I did a show at Rehab, the AC Bradford shows.
I did one of those too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
we
yeah, we were at that show. Yeah, fuck yeah.
We need to stop jacking off together so much so we remember the other events we do.
But
Buddy'sBeardCare.com.
yeah, Def,
Get you some products.
But yeah, Def was there, and I remember tricking him into smelling my coat after I like rubbed my beard on it, and like he could smell the beard oil in the coat. Like that's how strong it is.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But it's good. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
like
good
it's not overpowering as long as you use it correctly, and clearly you do.
And it's great on pubes too.
I've cranked it with.
If you like the way my
Yeah.
face smells, you're gonna love the way my
Oh.
dick
Yeah,
smells.
it's great. That's right. It's great on beards and lady beards.
Destin, I'm your cousin.
Hey,
That's
you make
fine.
that joke, but I've had women buy stuff from me, and I'm like, really, girl? Like, you ain't shaving no
Yeah.
more? Like,
It's one of those. They probably get it for a guy, but then they'll try it any way they can too.
I don't want a beard, but
Clearly.
dude, I'm
Yeah.
ugly without it.
Otherwise, you would
I
try
look like
harder.
Peter Griffin. I got a ball chin, bro.
Because you're afraid if you don't, you'll never be able to make that "I look like Anthony Mackie" joke ever again.
oh yeah, that's my bread and butter.
Yeah. You can't whip out old reliable, you know.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
I left a craft show to come hang out with you guys. I'm like, this
I thought
isn't-
you were
this
joking.
is-
When
no,
you were
I
like,
was-
I'm going to tear it down. To come.
I was-
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, I walked up to that lady.
Yeah, let's
hey, I'm
promote it
leaving.
again.
I'm out.
I'm
www.buddiesbeardcare.com.
gonna do the card off in your honor. So
Oh,
thanks
Jesus
for.
Christ.
You got any sales coming up?
Yeah, I got a sale going on right now. Any order online gets a free bottle of bootlegger.
There you go.
What's a craft show?
Stuff that women like to do, go buy like crafts and stuff like that. And I figured
Handmade
that-
soaps.
So most men don't like spending money on themselves, but guess what? Their women do.
Yeah.
So
So they can hold it against you in arguments.
yeah. Well, most
had to give some to Dolly, you know.
She was old. I didn't know she used to look like that.
What
Wow.
Yeah.
It makes you think, what did Jolene look like?
Yeah.
No shit,
Bro.
smoke show.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
what. Actually, honestly, I thought about it. Jolene probably wasn't even that hot in the face. She just had such an ass because Dolly is all about tits, and guys are just
Dolly's
I want
ass,
something
though.
different. It's okay.
Hey, I was an ass
It's
guy
okay.
first.
But for having the junk she has, she needs an okay ass is.
Yeah.
It's like when you're a strong arm quarterback. It's like, yeah, he can't hit the 5-yard out, but like sometimes he can, and he can definitely hit the deep ball. And Dolly Parton is if two things: big tits and the home run ball.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, bangers only. Dolly Parton. Right? Shout out to my president. You know. Sydney Sweeney is the next coming, dude. Blonde and big tits.
Oh, she's coming.
This country is we're coming.
Yeah.
I don't think she comes to us, but we come to her for
Right.
sure. Politically. Now, big tits and blonde hair means America's back, folks. We're gonna be all right. We are missing one machine
So
gun
you're
from being
saying
fully back.
so fuck Donald Trump. Sydney Sweeney will make America great.
Yes.
Yeah.
She will make America a gaze again because we will be looking at those giant personalities. What up? I like you for
haven't
your
stopped
brain,
looking.
Sydney.
What are you talking about?
I like you for your brain, Sydney. That sketch you did was funny.
Yeah. Like, I'm a devout ass man.
I
but,
know you're
like,
comedic
when Sydney
genius.
Sweeney's on, yeah. It's all
I
about
used to
titties.
be an ass man, dude. Now I'm at a point in my life. If I was to commit to a woman, she'd have to have some titties. She'd have to have some memories.
The girl I'm talking to right now, she has an okay ass, but those titties.
Prove it.
I hope she's listening.
Those titties, though, are
So,
Jesus Christ.
so I bought
can't
a.
see him on the fucking.
Yeah, bro, pull them out. Let's see them.
Flop them out.
So
Are they locked up too?
Sure.
This
Sounds
girl's
like a
titties
chain
look
before you
so
go into the
good.
bedroom. Ching, 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 ching.
This girl's titties look so good when I charge the battery, dude.
You're
You
not
wouldn't
allowed to
even...
put them on without your permission.
So
It's like I had the titties of a porn star and a lifelong ban from Orlando, Florida.
Dude, Jeff posted that before he got pulled over. When they were going through Arkansas, he tried to pull up Pornhub, and they like sent him the note.
Well,
Like, dear valued customer, unfortunately, you're within like a
wait, you
Wi-Fi
can't
code.
watch porn
You
in
can't watch
Arkansas?
Pornhub in Arkansas?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you
What
can,
else
but
is
you're
in
not.
Arkansas?
That's never doing a show in Arkansas. Holy
That means
shit.
I'm only doing a show in Arkansas. You imagine how horny they are?
That's a good point.
God damn.
Okay, all right. This is why I keep Ty Moore around. Ty Moore dropping logic when you need it.
If
the
it's one
most.
thing I'll do, it's get us pussy on the road, right? With this body, I'm undeniable.
I would say Ty Moore and I are going to do
And
a
if you-
two-man tour just between Utah and Arkansas.
Hey, we'll call it the More Man Tour. And it's sponsored by, of course, Buddy'sBeardCare.com.
Oh, I'm
Come
going
on.
on that tour. I'm
Yeah,
going
yeah.
to be.
We'll be promoting beard care and pussy eating all over your state.
That's all I was put on the surface.
Have you ever wondered what your pussy would smell like if it mixed with cedar oak? Sit on my face, you scallions.
Like my vagina's earthy.
Ty, that's the fattest shit I've heard you say. Sit on my face, you scallion. Like, you're trying to tongue fucking onion, my dude.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, you think I'm calling girls little rat scallions? No, I want them to shed fucking onion,
I would say we better not
soupy onion onto my face.
on that tour. We better not go to a drive-through that has onion rings because I don't want to see you doing like Chris Farley in the seat for Tommy Boy, just going like, like,
Yeah.
oh, I can hear you getting fatter.
What did I tell you about eating in the car? That I shouldn't do it because it'll spoil my dinner? It's so fine. They're not going to melt. They got a thick candy shell on them. Your brain has
Has
a
a thick candy show.
All right, we're not going to quote Tommy Boy. One,
Like-
nobody wants to hear it because we're not as funny as Farley. Two, we could get sued. But
Right.
if we were to get sued and we needed to go to court and we needed to look good in court, dare I say I'd get some of Buddy'sBeardCare.com.
You know, I barely know Ty, and he's given me more love in the last 10 minutes than you've given in our whole friendship.
I am.
Fuck you.
Is that how you won that girl over?
Yeah.
I won't promote your products, but I will fuck you.
No, actually,
I have to promote to make up
if
for
me
my
and this,
lack of sex.
if me and this girl get married, I have to. I'm like,
Slow down.
I'm morally obligated to have Danger officiate the wedding because he's kind of responsible.
Well, I mean, I'm an officiant too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you blew it last year in the Marquette game.
But Danger's the king.
Sorry, what?
But Danger's don't have king comedy. So.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
took the course or something like now you can.
Yeah,
can-
I've
Dude, you
I've done
can
3
pay.
weddings. Only one's gotten divorced. Those are Hall of Fame numbers.
2 for 3,
That is
yeah.
good. That is good.
Unfortunately, you're hitting 666. No, it'd be 667 technically, but those are good numbers.
Speaking of the devil, were any of those lesbians? Because I know you said you got. Okay.
That'd have been way more entertaining though.
You
Yeah.
are only
'Cause
child.
I got
I'm one of 3.
3.
Yeah,
You're the
but-
youngest.
I am. Yeah, my oldest brother's 19 years older than me. My other brother's 11 years older than me.
Can we get a cop series where Neff just breaks people?
What I do?
He's like
What I do? I know how.
He's
I know
like-
Neff's autism now. I gotta know.
He's like fucking Lester from The Wire. He doesn't say anything, and then he hits you with a banger, and you're like, "What?" He just plays with his toy in his office, his fucking train. And he already talked about prostitutes, bro. He already talked about your Lester.
I never watched The Wire.
Hey, on my
You
way,
would love it.
on my way here, I passed a model train show. So
Also, why did I say that like a white girl talking about croissants? You would love it. Your people are in it. It is all about black people. Hello.
I love it for you.
It's giving black people. Really? It's in Baltimore, really? Honey, it's giving black people. Yes, it is literally in Baltimore, you dumbass. It's giving black people and crooked white people. The whole series.
I'll say my new astrology signs. I am rising Idris. That's all I'm saying. So
You mean rising string? You're rising Idris,
Stringer Bell.
but
Rising
your
Stringer Bell, yeah.
your son is Stringer.
Yeah.
Put the word out there. The destination is back up.
Yo, do you remember how long we didn't know he was British? Do you remember that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I figured it out pretty early in his career, but
well, yeah, but like, well, because I didn't know about him before The Wire.
Yeah.
So just seeing him on The Wire, I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't watch none of The Wire, so I didn't even know he existed.
Okay.
Damson Idris was in touch with a famous pimp from LA in the 80s to get his accent down.
Nah, you know who is
Is it Idris?
Idris.
It is Idris? Yeah.
Idris Elba.
For Snow, no, Damson, is it Idris or Idris?
It's Idris. I think it's Idris.
Yeah.
really
Have
good.
you seen Snowfall?
Yeah.
Yeah. Franklin Saint. His character's, he's a British dude, but he
Yeah.
contacted some famous pimp from California in the 80s.
He ain't really a pimp.
He wasn't. They said,
It's like MC8 or something.
It was Dub C.
Oh.
It was Dub C.
Or Dub
Oh,
Dub
okay.
C.
I thought it was a
that's what happens when you read BuzzFeed articles about black culture.
Yeah, Ty's gonna bring up some story about. So
Yeah.
he contacted a pimp named Slickback.
A guy by the name of Slick Rick. You guys ever heard of a Slick Rick? As if there's not 400 of them right now.
Apparently,
So-
he lives around the corner from a dog named Snoop.
Now, we're not sure if this is really a dog or not, but we got people
I
on.
have my doubts because I didn't know dogs could drink gin and juice. You know.
I was always told it would make them ill.
Yeah. Murph, so like you mentioned again, the day that we all found out that Idris was British was a lot like Time Moore and I's version of when we heard The Undertaker's real voice for the first time.
Yeah. And then
When
he
we heard
wasn't.
Mark Calloway,
Yeah.
that shit blew my mind.
What does he really sound like?
It's not too far off,
Like-
but it's
like-
just so complete. Like he doesn't
Yeah.
take big, deep breaths.
It's not as gravelly. It's
Yeah.
not as deep and all that shit.
Yeah.
It's almost like our voices.
Yeah.
Right now. It's-
Like he really digs into
Yeah.
the character when he becomes the
Oh,
character.
he was like the most committed.
Also, big time bullshit when they were like him and Kane aren't brothers. And I have a bit about it,
I
but it's
still
like
fight, I still fight that. Yeah.
I still argue it. I'm
Yeah.
like, what do you mean? They're both over 6'10".
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what more do you need?
To me, most people are over 6'10", but that's because I'm 5'8".
And everyone has.
And you're all related.
Right, yeah. Plus, I mean, the fact that Glenn Jacobs is a strong conservative mayor of Kentucky just proves that every giant guy
Tennessee.
has a retarded brother. So,
It's Tennessee,
yeah, or Tennessee, yeah, my bad.
different white,
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're like George Bush. What do you say?
adjacent,
There's an old saying in
Cousin-
Texas.
adjacent white.
I mean,
Cousins
Tennessee.
and therefore brothers. Yeah.
There's an old saying I have in Texas. I mean Tennessee. I mean Texas. Where am I at? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. What do you mean, Kate and Undertaker are brothers? You're gonna tell me the day after 316 that those two sumbitches ain't brothers? Give me another cold beer.
Hell yeah.
Why do you keep tapping me for, Destin? What are you doing? What do you want?
I'm sorry.
God
Sorry.
damn it, man. minute he give you?
Leave it for now.
I don't.
Man, Gwen Stefani is loving this bit right now.
Yeah, she really is. She's like, look, we can't say it again. I told you, Blake. You've been saying it in private this whole time. We're fine.
This shit is bananas.
Oh, I thought you were being Gwen Stefani's racist. My bad.
Oh no! I was making
I just
a
assumed
stupid hollaback joke, but while we're on it, yeah, Gwen Stefani is probably racist.
I mean, blonde hair,
She
big
married Blake
tits.
Shelton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, she left a British guy for a country guy. Like
Yeah.
she went from one white frying pan into the white fire.
Well,
so.
them hands are stronger. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
She went from the Royal Kingdom to fucking Royal Oklahoma.
Which is also a stop on the Buddy's Beer Care Tour.
Yeah.
Royal
Which, by the way,
Oklahoma.
we will be playing the Royal Oklahoma Casino.
They sound like they have a ban against Pornhub too. So yeah, that's.
There's, I think, Oklahoma.
Wouldn't it be ironic if we could also get Pornhub to sponsor that tour
Yes.
as well?
I'm about that.
Because there's
Pornhub
nothing.
sponsoring a tour
In
in all the
Arkansas.
places where Pornhub is illegal.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
We're like the new Sacha Baron Cohen. We're just sad bears coexisting.
Well, that's just 2 bears, 1 cave. That already exists.
There you go. No, Tom's not that sad.
No, no. How can he be sad? He makes fucking $700,000.
Bert's sad.
Yeah,
That's
Bert's
why he's
sad.
like, I gotta go to a bigger stadium. Not enough people.
Why is Bert Kreischer down here?
I love Bert Kreischer. He was at the Nutter Center Thursday or Friday.
Yeah,
Oh, he did his thing
Yep.
already?
yeah.
Well, he did the kickoff of it. Was at the Nutter Center.
Does he got another one? Soon?
He might be.
He's in Columbus, I think,
It's-
in April.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then he's gonna start going back into baseball parks, I think. But David Tell special's coming out. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's just crazy.
I held the door for him in New York City one time. Didn't say a goddamn word because I'm like, nope. I know what it's like to get ready for a show. The last thing you need is, who's it like being on bumping mics?
No. I bumped into him a couple of times. He's sort of grumpy.
Yeah.
When I was at the Funny Bone, I got to see him. I was sitting up front, and he picked on me the entire night. I got called everything from a brewmaster to a truck driver. I mean, anything that you could stereotype a white dude with a he fucking crucified me for it.
Yeah. He said, I'm going to make fun of you, but at the end, you'll have an audition
Which,
somewhere.
the fact that he knew the 2 side hustles you had before comedy is insane.
It just attributes his jokes.
Yeah.
The way he does it is sort of mesmerizing to me because I would put him in top, like some of the top, maybe 5-10 performers I've seen live.
Yeah.
For sure.
But he wasn't. He's not in that list for me because he made me laugh so much physically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was just sort of in awe. Like, Jesus, how are you spewing
Bangers.
bangers
He's the one guy I've ever seen talk over a laugh and win.
the whole
Yeah.
time?
Yeah.
Like to him, he's gonna say the same words in the same cadence, and if people are there, they're gonna laugh. But if not, that's just how he's gonna do it. He's so incredible. I saw him in the cellar at fucking 12:15 a.m. prime heat, and it was a week before COVID shut the world down. But yeah, dude, I saw him in his element, just
Yeah, it was
pounding.
It fucked me all the way up.
I don't believe too much in this because I feel like if you get big laughs enough, you have a good show.
Mhm.
But he is like jokes per minute expert.
Yeah, like laughs
Per minute.
is maybe it's like it could be considered constant.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, as probably a simp for his comedy, if you will, I laugh the whole
But-
time he's on stage.
I was gonna ask you guys about that because how many styles do you think he fathered anyway? So like a lot of people's comedy is based on that cadence.
Oh,
anyway,
yeah.
right. So like
Yeah.
not being a simp
Oh,
for that
like,
kind of
you ever
comedy,
go
you
to
know
the
what I mean? So like you.
You ever go to the bank and then realize you have an erection, right? Now, how am I going to look this teller in the eye? It's hard for me
You
to
know what
not
I mean?
make love to my sister in public.
Yeah.
This guy
Yeah.
gets it. Yeah. It's a horrible hotel.
There was an interview with
He's just so good.
Anthony Jeselnik where he said like his first 2 years in New York, he was just doing a David Tell impersonation the whole
Yeah.
time. It's the same way where a lot of people do a Mitch Hedberg impersonation,
Oh, yeah.
unknowingly. But yeah,
We all
he
emulate
had
our
to catch
heroes.
himself. But even then, people say Anthony Jeselnik has a very unique cadence. Well, no, it's just a modified Attell.
Yeah.
All it is.
And Dave would never accept that. He's such a fucking awesome
yeah.
dude. Is
It's
what
weird.
it is.
He is very grumpy, but
Yeah.
he's also humble.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is- yeah.
Cool as shit. But he's just like
Somebody described the difference back in the day between the LA and New York scenes. and it was like the LA scene has like people pulling up in cool cars, and it looks sexy. It's got the Sunset Strip, like the sun setting behind you on the Comedy Store. It's like there's an aesthetic there. And that's like what the best comedians do there. And then the best comedians in New York are like Attell, where he just rides the bus.
Yeah.
There's like a guy masturbating 80 feet away from like arguably the greatest living comic right now.
Yeah, and he's still just trying to send a text with a flip phone using the
Yeah.
9 buttons.
Yeah, he's the T9 Don Dada.
Yeah.
And he's just writing on his little paper, making sure he's got his shit together. Truly like an honorable comedian to the core.
100% appreciate New York over LA.
Yeah.
There's a lot of grit to New York.
I'll
grit.
say, New York are the better comics, like as far as like last per minute, as far as just straight up material. LA is the comedian. Yeah, LA is like where you go if you want to be a comedian, but you also want to be an actor.
Yeah.
Whereas New York is people that are like, I only want to tell jokes.
It's also funny that they both have their times, and it's the pendulum. Like it's like when the Comedy Store was taking heat in the 70s and 80s, right? And then like comedy went to the Depression, but then like New York comedy drug it out of the Depression with like Bill Burr and all those guys. And then you have like they didn't fall off necessarily after Patrice's death, but it just so happened that like the Comedy Store had this big rebirth, and LA was just on fire from like 2014 to COVID. But then like post COVID, it's like New York's coming back, and it's like we're hitting them with more vicious lines again. So,
New York, I guess I would say is all the way where you become the best at comedy, right? I mean, and LA is just typically Hollywood.
You just have a lot of other avenues of income, and like, it would be hard, man, to be in LA and be like a good comedian who's writing jokes every day. Yeah. Then suddenly you have your first 6-figure deal guaranteed in your life, and they're like, we're gonna need you in the studio every day helping to write your show.
Yeah. Right.
And it just gets you out of the mic.
You're not on stage, on stage no more. And, and I mean that's a great place to get the 6-figure deal or whatever.
Yeah.
But New York is where you go where you can fucking do 3 spots a night, paid spots.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Maybe 100 a piece.
Possibly.
And maybe 7 days a week.
Bill Burr always used to say that his biggest, like the thing that made him jealous of Bobby Kelly when they lived together was Bobby had all his spots on the same block, and Bill had to pay money for cab fare. So Bobby would always end up with like $80 more a night just because he never had to take a cab.
Yeah.
Bill would have to take a cab around the city.
But Bobby Kelly's fat ass would spend that $80 in food. So.
Not anymore. That's Slim Bobby now, right?
Yeah, he has slimmed down.
Shout out to the staple guy, but no,
him and Fat Joe. Yeah. They both started and ended the same way.
Yeah. And they both disputably can say the N-word. So there you go. A couple of probably Puerto Rican guys.
Yeah, they both look like Jada Pinkett Smith now. So
but yeah, man, it's cool that we have this country where stand-up comedy was kind of born in America in a way.
Yeah. I feel like
I mean, the first comedy club in the world, to my knowledge, was either Punchline in San Francisco or The Store. I can't remember which one was the first.
Ain't no other world-renowned comics outside of America.
No, they might make more money, but like if we're talking about what drives the content, I mean,
we have Gervais, but it's not just because of stand-up.
Yeah,
it's because The Office. It's because of show like that.
Yeah.
I mean, exactly. Russell Peters. Russell Peters is only known.
He's from here, right? Though.
Nah, he's Canadian.
I think he's Canadian. Yeah,
Russell Peters is Canadian.
I thought
Trevor Noah is South African.
Yeah.
It's kind of like music in a way. We're like,
but he also got big because he came to America.
Pound for pound, we might have the best, but like if you're talking top dollar, some comedians we've never heard of. I mean, think about it. They're probably doing like United Emirates gigs.
All right, now that's the currency thing.
Yeah, that's more of it. You're right. But again, if we're talking content driven, who do you think you want to be like?
Forefathers.
Yeah, pick your Mount Rushmore comedians. I guarantee they're all American.
Stand-up is an American art form.
My Mount Rushmore has been Carlin, Pryor.
It comes from slavery.
Yeah, of course.
You know what? Speaking of which,
here we are, all about slavery.
You said he wasn't going to have bananas.
He lied to you, man. He betrayed your
trust. I've never seen a banana peel used in a menacing way outside of Mario Kart.
Neff slipped on his words.
Now you listen here, guys.
Nah.
Yeah, man. Barrel of laughs comes from the slaves in the slave house. When they were telling jokes, they had to put their head in a barrel to keep the
Yeah.
from
Yep.
hearing laugh.
Also, your mama jokes also did come from slavery too.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know what? Most of that shit comes from like people who were trying to get out, like Jewish the challenges, all of that shit. Like everybody who had to deal with shit and trying to joke their way out of it.
Yeah.
Like but that's also why I think it exported so well to like other countries. It's kind of like basketball, right? Like where you see the best in the world, so you're like, okay, this is my
spin on that.
Yeah, right. So like the people that we see, just like in the NBA, the people that make it here from other countries to be like big stand-ups, like you have to be dope as fuck.
Ask Luka who his favorite NBA players are. I guarantee it takes him a while. Outside of Dirk, it probably takes him a while to like get there because he's probably just like loved watching Kyrie Irving, loved watching LeBron, did love watching Dirk, but like and then you go back to Dirk, like, yeah, there's something we said, and like here, you're right. It's comedy's very much a working class thing, and there's no greater working class, unfortunately, than like the origins of slavery. Like that's free labor. And they had a barrel of laughs, dude.
And that shit,
like you
that
said,
shit created so much great shit.
It sucks.
Yeah, but
that's why that Chris Rock bit.
You know what I mean?
And then Bill Burr.
Southern food.
Soul food.
Yeah, soul food.
Bill Burr has that
all
one
the shit
bit
that white people didn't want.
When he talks about why Hitler got mad about the pure race, he's like, dude, they had 400 years in the gym as a head start.
Exactly.
It's such a good bit.
Or like Shane Gillis's bit about how like every European team is all the white people. It's like because you don't see a lot of white NBA players from America because we had black dudes dunking on people in like middle school, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna stick to accounting and shit." Like this.
You know what a good career is? Management. But yeah, man, comedy definitely has its roots in like, the working class, and that's why it's like and that's probably why it's hard to fucking stay good when you get money. Yes. Same with fighting.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know who said it, but it was a quote that was used by somebody, then somebody used it again to describe McGregor. But it's like, it's hard to wake up and train at 5 a.m. when you got 10 million in your bank account.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like, but if you got nothing, hungry dogs run faster. What is it? Hogs get fed, pigs get slaughtered.
Yeah.
You know what though? Me and Halima were talking about this shit earlier today. Like this is comedy is one of the only things that you can walk from any other lifestyle into this and be good at it immediately if you have it. Like that and fighting. Like UFC shit.
Yeah.
Like if you can
scrap,
have hands like
we
that,
just gotta clean you up.
You can win your first time.
We just gotta teach you how to punch with your legs.
You can win your first undercard. You can walk straight from. I mean, look at Francis Ngannou. I mean, dude was digging ditches.
Yeah.
Like
I just came in with a heavy hand.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like how to throw an uppercut from 6 feet under. Yeah.
By the way, did you guys see the Jackass 4?
Yes.
He one of the challenges when they do that guy's nutsack, they level up each time, right?
Yeah.
But they start with a Francis Ngannou uppercut to the nuts.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And they said it had like the intensity of what, like a semi truck hitting or something like that.
It would be the same as if he had let a semi truck hit his nuts. That's the first challenge. Second challenge, they let the fastest thrower in college softball ding him. Yeah. And it was like this would be the equivalent of like 102 mile per hour baseball hitting him in his bare nuts. He still had a cup on. Third challenge made me leave the theater for a brief time.
The hockey puck.
Oh, I forgot. Yep. The one guy ripped a clap. Was it Chara?
Yep. Who's
known to have 106 mile an hour fucking slap shot. They let him clap a few at the guy's nuts. And then the last one was a fucking pogo stick.
That one, yes.
And one of them,
that one I had to turn away for every time.
I had to leave the theater because one of them's
it sliced his sack open.
Yep.
And I was on mushrooms when I watched that movie. So I saw 2 testicles pop out. Essentially,
also,
I was like, "Nope, gotta leave."
Going back to
white people have too much free time.
Also, going back to
we gave you slavery out of comedy.
We gave you jazz.
Yeah,
you motherfuckers got free time.
We're like, you know what we think comedy is? Aaron, let this guy jump on your nuts. But the thing is, that's always been white guy humor. Is like, how can we come the closest to dying without dying?
Yeah.
Is there a black dude in Jackass?
Yeah, in 4, they brought in I can't remember his name. I remember his dad because his dad is Dark Shark.
It's the kid Jasper from
Jasper.
fucking Odd Future.
Jasper, yeah. Yeah, they have.
Yeah, and they had Dark Shark versus that other guy, and it was like you have to blow air to tarantula.
They have a black guy now, and they have a woman.
Bro, Dark Shark's dad passed out.
Dude,
Jasper's dad, Dark Shark, passed out in the tarantula contest.
Dude.
They put these 2 globes on each other's heads, and then there was a tarantula in this little through line. And it was like you had to blow air at the tarantula so it would go the other way. And Jasper's dad passed the fuck out when he won. He just, they're like, oh shit, Dark Shark.
Did you watch 4.5?
I haven't seen 4.5.
Dude, 4.5 ends with maybe the best thing I've ever seen from Jackass, and it was when they found out that Dark Shark was afraid of heights. They took him skydiving, and they arranged it for the pilot to like have a malfunction in the pit and then jump out himself. Oh my God, this scream Dark Shark let out when he saw the pilot jump out of the plane.
I'm also pretty sure Dark Shark did hard time for hard crimes.
So
this is not a soft dude.
They say that he did.
Yeah. This is not a soft guy.
Yeah.
Like this is a tough dude. That was a sketch on Loiter Squad.
Yeah.
It would be Dark Shark's like tails, and then they draw him in like little kid crayon cartoons as he was telling them. Dude, Loiter Squad, one of the most underrated comedy shows of all time.
Also,
Tyler the Creator and those guys.
To go back on shitting on Hitler's master race idea too, which
Yeah.
is something I love doing. I love doing that.
Let's bring
I
it
love
back to
doing
why
that.
whites suck again.
Dude, when you
down.
talked about the 160-mile-an-hour slap shot, the one black guy I've ever seen playing hockey, go figure he's the best. Like,
Yeah. What's his name? Bergeron?
Yeah.
Yeah. He helped take an 8 seed to the finals one year.
Right.
And if it wasn't for Sidney Crosby, who might be the next greatest player of all time, he probably would have won a Stanley Cup.
Right. But go figure. We could shit on the whole nation of Canada if we just had like 5 more like black.
Well, here's the
hockey
thing:
players.
No Canadian team has
We
won.
could take that from them. That's like the only thing they got.
No Canadian teams won the Stanley Cup since '93. They've all been American.
Oh,
Granted, we've had Canadian players, but like it's our team,
Right.
so we scout better.
Yeah.
We pay more.
Yeah, have fun with free healthcare, pussy.
Capitalism, boys.
Hopefully, you cry your tears in their maple syrup, and it makes your pancakes sweeter. You fuck.
Just like with Americans in the Olympics, like how many gold medals we have not won if we had people from other countries? You know?
Well, yeah, that's true. Also,
we
like
would have Michael Phelps. Like,
how-
that one's like
Swimming.
I don't know because
swimming. That's
some
it.
of
Yeah,
well
we would have
some,
swimming.
that 2012 and 2016 there was a black dude on the swim team. So
Hey, what's the name of the trans chick on the swim team that's getting the medal?
Leah Thomas,
Yeah,
I think.
But she was on the Olympic team though, right?
No,
She was
I wanted to
on-
make a picture. I wanted to make a meme of Michael Phelps and call it Leah Thomas.
she just has bad
Send it
medals.
to Riley Gaines.
There you go. Or Riley Wright and let him comment on it. I'm sure that'll be well thought out. Yeah. What-
Riley has
Ri- Riley thought that all swimmers were just trans people for a long time. He's like, yeah, it's pretty gay, right?
Which is hilarious coming from one of the most feminine looking men I've ever seen in my life.
He just looks like an 80s sex symbol.
Yeah, exactly.
Like he looks like the guy that can shred guitar for 3 hours and not shower for 3 weeks, and that's all he needs to get pussy.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean,
Or dick.
I don't know if this is relevant because I don't know if people know Riley, but while I watch Riley a lot being at the attic and shit, and I noticed he has a gift and a curse because he got catapulted from open mics straight to shows. He didn't do mics like we did for so long before you do shows. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So he's got some sort of like stage immaturity there.
Mhm.
But it's the positive part of it is that like he doesn't have an opportunity to get in his head about how he sounds as an open micer.
Yeah.
So he's taking his original thought of what he thinks comedy is or what he wants it to be and going straight for the
To a show.
jugular in a show. So once he cultivates that, I think he's going to turn the corner like crazy.
I think he's a very funny dude. I've told him this to his face. I'm like, you're very funny. You're just young.
Mhm.
But you're right, man. It's like those like football teams sometimes that like the Seahawks. They were like, do they know that they're not supposed to be this good yet? Back when the Legion of Boom was coming up. It's like, no, they don't care. Like Riley has a little bit of punk rock to him. Well, he has a lot of punk rock to him. But it's like he has this thing where it's like, okay, George Carlin's good. fuck you. Like he has that piss and vinegar to him that makes a good comedian. So even George Carlin would probably hear that and be like, let's see what he's got to say. You know?
That's, you know what? And he's actually the only man I've ever seen whose mustache makes him look more like a woman. I like that about him.
Yeah, man. He looks like Todd from Beavis and Butthead, the fucking bully that they idled. He would just kick the shit out of him and call him nerds, and they'd be like, Todd rules. Riley looks exactly like him. It's great.
I said he looked like he reads books with his legs behind his head.
You're right. He was definitely, as a kid, he would just hang upside down in class, and they'd be like, Riley, get fucking down from there. And he'd be like, it's cool. 2 + 2 is 8, whatever.
Was that the roast battle? You went against him? And okay, that was that roast battle I remember watching because I think you won it. But like you straight up did have like a minute of you're just like, I'm even thinking of my next joke. Ian calls it out. You drop your joke and you still win. Like, so that was some of the wildest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, then
I think I was the one I went against Barack, and like I even went into it being like, hey, I actually went in wanting to put Barack over, basically using some wrestling terminology here. Because I was afraid that he was falling into the trap I was, which is people would only ever see me as a producer because he was getting way to being a producer. Yeah. And I wanted to make sure that people could see, oh no, Barack's still a good comic too.
He is.
So I went in there soft, and ironically, you know who roasted me harder than Barack? The 3 judges, because I went in there kind of soft.
Man.
But yeah, as soon as we got off stage, Barack was even like, dude, you went easy on me. I was like, well, hey, I gave you my B+ work. He was like, I wanted people to see that you were a good comic too. So
yeah, I appreciate that. That's my dude.
Yeah, Barack's a good dude.
Now he doesn't mess with me sense, so fuck him. No.
Well, that's because you keep messaging Barack Obama.
Sorry, they look the same.
You don't get none of these.
Hey, to be fair though, Barack is Dominican, so it'd be plantains, all right? Let a white guy tell you the accuracy of racism.
And let this white guy tell you the accuracy of racism, it's plantains.
Okay, there we go.
Anyone from the Caribbean will tell you it's plantains, not plantains.
I do say plantains. It's like we want to combine Iowa and the Dominican Republic. The plantains. You've heard of the Mississippi Delta. This is the plantain.
I know this because I spent a week in both Jamaica and the Dominican.
Arguing over that pronunciation, it sounds like Joey Lee in the grocery store.
Yeah, they're plantains. How about in Jamaica? Was she saying wrong? How's your nose?
I don't remember what he did. What did he do?
We've got the.
You're laughing. The slicer. He's just arguing.
He's just like a villain in like a Children of the Corn remake where he's just going through the corn chasing after the kids. He's just doing this the whole
He's
time.
just chasing after shittier jokes. Hey, laugh! As he's getting carried out of the grocery store, they laugh. I said, "Why they? They got a good laugh. I like that. 3 out of 5."
I mean,
hey man, say what you will. That is the definition of comedic character.
Yeah, that's real. I mean, everybody's got a Joey Lee impression. I'm saying, like that's
okay.
You know,
motherfucker markets better than me.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to fucking wear a Bernie Kosar jersey every time I perform or something. You know?
I'm not gonna lie. I would love to put on a show one time of comedians doing impressions of other comedians they know.
So this is a fun little Columbus lore. Back in the day, we had Thursday night mics every night at Zeno's. And it was called the Comedy Death Spot because it was where comedy went to die.
Hey man, fuck that. Who's got impressions? Who you got an impression of who?
No, but like that's what we would do. The last comedian.
Not too many Columbus comics. I have impressions of famous comedians. But
the last comedian would do an impression of a Columbus comedian as a Columbus comedian. So, for example, it'd be like, all right, Destin's closing out tonight. He's going to do Time Wars material as Murph Henderson.
Oh shit!
And that's how we used to close out the Comedy Death Spot.
That shit would be fun.
It was fun because we'd all just get lit, and for the most part, it was just us. Yeah.
So
spiders.
I lost my job this summer.
Yeah. You guys ever come putting a condom on? It was quite an experience. I feel bad doing a Murph impression because I feel like anytime a white guy does a Murph impression, they're just in their head doing a black political leader from the 90s. It's like, God damn it, stop being racist and trying to hide it. Everybody except Josh Orsani, stop, unless you're black.
I'm trying to keep the Jesse Jackson out your voice.
So
This is me landing my job.
this NASDAQ deal. It's
He's like a heroin Farrakhan.
We're going to talk about the Super
By the way,
Bowl.
Louis Farrakhan, if you're listening to this, I would love to have you on the podcast.
Yeah, you'd be a great guest for Irish St. Patrick's Day.
I know how much.
What you got to say?
Louis Farrakhan, I will be your favorite fried chicken, your favorite
That's good.
collard greens.
That's going to be the next Jordan Peele movie. It's going to be called Help. It's going to be Destin tricking black people into doing this podcast.
Louis, I do use hot sauce in my greens. I'm not like
Still figuring out what greens are. There's a lot of green vegetables.
love that you went Trump hands there. There's a lot of green vegetables.
Any green vegetables? Not that one.
I walked in here and said, man, there's a lot of green vegetables.
Well, we certainly have
Oh,
green.
you got it to the bag of fruit
yeah.
snacks. Those are the best.
Dude, you have the best fruit snacks.
Those are the best fruit snacks.
I
They
mean,
are.
it's no banana, but
There you go.
As long as
There's
there's
no
green.
watermelon in there either.
Oh,
I
God.
mean, I gave it
I wish there was a watermelon. I love watermelon fruit snacks.
And when he gave
Good
me,
flavor.
and when he gave
Dude,
me,
the Sour Patch watermelon, goated.
when he gave me the banana, he tried to act like it was a fancy delicacy. He was like, "I have a banana."
he was just trying to get away with this. All
Yeah. You know, the French actually refer to this as a banana.
These fruits are famous in Nigeria.
See how I did that one, guys? I left the other G silent. What?
Speaking of doing historical research on comedy, believe it or not, that's where the word came from. Though, is because ignorant white people in the South looked at a map of Africa, saw Nigeria, and then just mispronounced it. That's how we got the word.
I mean, that makes sense.
It makes so much sense.
It is the American way.
It
Like
is.
to just take something
and fuck it up.
and do it
fuck it
confidently.
up and then
You have to
own
be
fucking it
confident.
up
Yeah,
and then make that
exactly.
your brand, make
Dude.
fucking it up your brand.
To all Italians listening,
I know.
chicken parmesan. It's not an Italian dish, and yet it's the most famous Italian dish in America. Like, what the fuck?
And Ben Franklin said, "America will do the right thing after they've done it all the wrong ways."
Yes.
Something like that.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
One day they're gonna stop calling us niggas and just call us inherently poor.
And both still start with N, so we can still begin with. Inherently poor.
ethnically impoverished. Indigenous poor.
Yeah.
Aboriginal niggas.
Jesus Christ. I'm so glad I did this.
I mean,
Yeah, the fact that you could be making money right now. What
dude,
the fuck?
yeah.
why would you rather do that?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm trying to pay my reparations. You know?
Yeah.
You missed it. You missed the due date. It's March now.
Well,
It's
I mean,
too late.
I'm whitewash danger. Leave me alone.
Listen.
That's too funny.
You're caution. You're caution.
Oh, warning label face.
Here you go,
Oh, thanks.
You're the star of the show. I understand.
You're no trespassing.
Yes.
I wouldn't say the star. Of the
Actually,
show.
no. You looking at you. Your trespassers will be shot. That's
Dude, I get picked on every time I'm in Columbus. They're like, we know what you look like.
yeah.
I'm like, bro, for real. Like,
Damn.
Oh man.
Brock gives me shit every time I roll up to the Dallas.
But you got to do it.
Yeah.
I did a show in West Virginia last night, and they all look like you. And I was like, I knew I had 17 minutes on just that. I didn't know if they were going to take it, though. And that's all they wanted. Really.
Mm-hmm.
They loved it.
Yeah.
I said, there's 100 motherfuckers in here. Y'all only got 2 last names.
That's awesome.
It's like Blazing,
That's awesome.
It's like Blazing Saddles and Rockridge, where the whole town's like last name's Johnson.
I said, y'all's 23 and me is
So you're related.
criminal charges.
Oh fuck.
Because incest is illegal.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Your 23 and me is actually like a 28 and me. You fucking freaks. All those goddamn extra chromosomes.
There's
from fucking
28
your
family members in you?
cousin. Well, I assume what's 23 and me is based off what you're supposed to have 23 X and Y chromosomes.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're inbreeding like they can in some parts of this country, you might be up to 28.
I didn't even think about that.
That's okay.
It says it's human evolution.
My mom always used to joke around and be like, "There's no joke like incest. Incest is the best."
Put your cousin to the test.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if
if we start getting 28 chromosomes, that means 56 total. How long before one of them gives us actual superpowers? Like, what the fuck?
yeah, we got to work on that.
Yeah.
I think it actually works the other way because, like, chimpanzees have more chromosomes than we do.
So
they're super
less chromosomes.
Really
Chromosomes are
not really
fucking up
smart.
your byline. You know?
Yeah.
So next time you go to do a gig in West Virginia, just start throwing bananas at the
What,
stage.
what part of West Virginia were you in?
Parkersburg.
Yeah.
Right on the cusp.
The big city.
They
Yeah.
came out of the mines just for Neff.
Neff's like, "Are you guys on
He
blackface?"
was-
They're like, "We call it work."
I get paid to look like this.
Yeah, so did they in the 20s, you know? Motherfuckers. Old soot-faced.
Like, I can't believe they finally brought on a comedian as dark as our lungs right now. What?
Tell us your joke.
Yeah. What's it like to be a black person?
Hold up lanterns.
Not the fucking lanterns, bro. Come on. That's a sign of racism somehow. God damn it.
They're literally
Every
gaslighting.
time.
Speaking of gaslighting, did you see my new hat?
Oh, God.
Hell yeah.
Gaslighting is my kink.
Yeah.
I made that right before I went to the
That's
U18.
Buddy'sBeardCure.com. Gaslight that man and buy his products. He'll love it.
Yeah, it's not my pretty.
Yeah.
Dude, next you should sell a scent that is called gaslighting and it smells like nothing.
Damn, son. That might be the one.
Placebo.
I don't hate you for that one, and I'm writing it down.
It's not a bad
I
idea.
5 cents of every bottle sold.
There you go.
Yeah, actually start promoting on the podcast.
Which
Maybe
one
I'll
of
do
these
that.
tastes better?
I think this is
This
my
is pretty
favorite,
good.
Oh,
brother.
this is really good. I'm a little spoiled. I love like coffee kind of stuff. Yeah, this is good too. I mean,
This has been a
both are technically local because we have a BrewDog in Columbus, even though BrewDog's based in Scotland. But
It's true.
Is it?
yeah,
Yep.
that's part of the reason why I got it because like I made the mistake of buying all this shit last night, and I mean you go to Kroger, oh beer section is entirely stocked except for Guinness and Smithwick's and Killian's.
Smithwick's, I've been told
Yeah.
is how it's pronounced.
So
By
so
an
my next
actual
question
Irish
is I
guy.
went to Scotland there.
Yeah, you're all white.
Yeah.
You're all kilt wearing whites.
Yeah, kill wearing whites to get into fights.
Yeah, there you go.
That should be the motto for one of the countries, and they should fight it out to which one gets it.
I mean, yeah, we talked about the UK earlier. That's like most of my bloodline is either Wales or Ireland. Sprinkling a little Germany,
Of
England, and
course you're from
Scotland.
Wales.
Oh, of course.
Do you have a kilt?
Do I have a cup?
Kilt.
Oh, I was going to
Get it?
say it's B, I
Because
think.
Ah,
Do I have a kilt?
Those are borderline
I think if I
states.
put a kilt on, I'd never listen to anybody again.
all right,
That
so
would
when
be
I'm
me
bringing
and
you
my-
next time I see you.
Me and my
You know
most
how hard it's been
powerful.
for me to listen to you. I didn't say you people. Just
Yeah, that was nice of you.
yeah, thank you.
After the banana offering, that's a good step up.
Hey, what am I getting offered?
This dick.
a flag,
Don't
with,
tease.
a flag with only 13 stars.
This dick was all four in sports.
A passed out college girl.
If you want to have sex with a passed out college girl, no, I'm just kidding. That's Gillette. That's Gillette.
Do you remember?
That's Gillette behavior.
Do you remember an hour ago when I said I'm actually getting regular sex now?
Dude, the Ohio State's got a campus real close by.
This is appropriate sex only right here.
I'll say 6 minutes away, man.
It's on the north side of New
away.
York.
I'm
stomped.
6 minutes away from 70 seconds in heaven.
That'll get you a lifetime in hell.
Yes. Where I'll see them all again. So.
Hey, yeah, you're right. Because after you fuck somebody's life up, they'll never be decent.
Yep. It starts a vicious cycle
of certain abuses and techniques.
Yep.
Since we're talking about sex stuff like that, you ever had an orgasm you feel like you didn't deserve? Like it was too good? Like it was way too good?
Yeah.
Like,
have you ever had a blowjob from a girl in her period who goes, I just wanted to do that for you? I'm like, well,
what is that like?
my Irish Catholic guilt consumes me for the next 72 hours. And I'm like, I owe you something, right?
Dude,
Yes.
my other half,
Do you want breadsticks from Olive Garden? What do I need to do here? You know?
Yeah.
my other half does blowjobs. I'm looking for an oral enthusiast.
That's why they call it a blowjob. I love
No,
that punchline.
I want somebody to do it like it's a hobby. Like they're good at it for fun.
Yeah.
I had one. Okay, no, so I don't know, but I had one with this chick. Like we call her South Mouth.
Oh yeah.
I love that name. That's the new fucking blowjob Betty.
Yeah.
She was crazy.
Southmouth, dude.
Sperm on cheeks is all dissolved.
She was nuts.
Best part about Too Short making that joke was like that was like shortly before they started going, we should look at DNA for court cases.
Right.
So when he's like choked on sperm in the windpipe, it's like, yeah, of course they never figured out who did it, dude. 6 months later. I love Too Short.
Man, the fact that 2 Chainz could, or not 2 Chainz, sorry, Too Short could be the next to P. Diddy, the most famous rapper to collaborate with the police, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, look for that new P. Diddy joint, 15 to 25.
What, Minutes with Meek Mill?
Goddamn.
Dude, that's the thing. Like, I mean, when I heard that clip of the audio of him and Meek Mill, like, my first thought was like, yeah, I mean, Diddy let us know early on that he was a bitch. He collaborated with the police. What black rapper does that?
I mean,
Rick Ross. He was the police.
Yo, wait, so the audio's real?
Yeah.
There's no way that audio.
I don't think that audio is
There's
real.
no way that audio is real.
I don't. I can't.
As someone that
I'm
hates
saying
Diddy,
they might have
as
fucked.
someone that hates Diddy, I wanted to be real.
Wait, did he fuck you too? What do you
Here's the thing: if Diddy is fucking people,
No,
on
when Diddy
his
came
record
in,
label,
when Diddy came in here and
man,
took one
when-
look at
when
that
Machine
night.
Gun Kelly,
If Diddy came in here and took one look at that night.
yeah,
Oh,
there we go.
God.
Hey,
If
bro.
Diddy came in here and took one look at that little Dicky candle, he'd be called Don't He?
Hey, do y'all notice that like Meek Mill didn't start streaming on records till after he started going to Diddy parties?
Exactly.
Hold on, wait a minute! I thought you was finished! I will always love Dreams and Nightmares. First and foremost, let me state that on record. Dreams and Nightmares will never not make me think I can fight Brock Lesnar. Absolutely. That's a banger of a tune.
Exactly, because I mean, dude, Meek Mill couldn't even trend even when he was beefing with Drake, who was at the time the #1 streamed artist on Spotify. Like, so no, there's truth to the Diddy thing. I'm standing by it. I'm standing by it.
I believe it.
Yeah,
Yo, you know
this
what?
is my Club Shay Shay moment here. Like, no, Meek Mill and Diddy definitely fucked. Like,
No,
Club Destes.
I mean, if you see motherfuckers who never had shit get money for the first time and be crazy amounts, like, I mean, I don't know people with that type of money, but I'm saying, like, I just remember catching the hood that when we was eating ramen noodles and fucking stealing chicken wings and shit, get $100,000 and start acting different. You know what I mean? So, like,
Money changes lives, man.
hell yeah.
For better or for
Yeah.
worse, it will change your life.
And
Absolutely.
If you're not careful, you can change who you are. You know what I mean?
Bro, I fucking cleared out my savings account and blew through it. I was a different man.
For real.
I was the cock of the walk. You
No
look like you
way.
need a drink. You look like you need 200 for rent. You look like you need this. Hey, OnlyFans model. Yes, I'll pay $58 to not see your butthole, even though I want to see your butthole. Whatever it is, dude. Fuck it. I had 20 grand, and I was like, I'll get it down to 10, and then I'll go to LA. What an idiot! I got it way past 10, and I didn't go to LA.
so when I started my day job when I was 19. and I didn't buy this house until right before I turned 21. So like there was like a year and a half where my parents were charging me rent, and I was making like really good money. Yeah. Dude, when I was 20, I dropped $4,000 in Express one time, like it was nothing.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And you better believe my fat ass can't fit in any of those clothes anymore.
Well, you know how I told you about my closest experience with prostitution was like buying that second level VIP of the VIP, like room for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I did it with 2 women, and one of them didn't even take her panties off, and I'm such a pussy I couldn't make her.
Oh.
It's like, fuck it, we're having fun. You'll take them off if you want, and she never did. But the first one I ever got, I still follow her on Instagram. She wrecked my life. She was great.
Where's Money Story? Bad with Money Story.
Had kids.
Yeah, no shit.
Didn't pull out 8 seconds in.
Yeah.
Trust me, if the stripper I really wanted in Seattle had gone home with me, I'd have 4 of her kids. So.
Yeah, I mean, I started making 6 figures and decided I wanted to do comedy, so I hung out with Destin. I bought tits 2 years ago for my other half, not myself. That's when I found out I was a tits guy. Yeah, but she pulls them out for the world, so I just figured I'd embrace it. You know what I mean? 'Cause she's, I joke about it. It's tits on demand. Like, because she's ready. Like,
that's actually hilarious.
She's a white dude with a gun. Like, she's ready to go. She's ready.
You want to see it?
Yeah, she's like, you want to go? Like,
this is incredible because he goes, if my lady's going to be pulling her tits out, I want him to look A++.
Because the only thing that stops a bad girl with tits is a good girl with tits.
Yeah, like, I mean, and honestly, I told her, I was like, you know, baby, it's really crazy. She goes, what's that? I was like, you know how you get a new car, you start seeing them everywhere? She's like, yeah. I'm like, wild as shit. I'm seeing tits everywhere now. Like, it's hard to be respectful. Like, I'm just constantly catching them. I'm seeing them everywhere.
You guys ever have tits pulled out while you're on stage?
No.
Yes.
I'm still pretty fresh, dude.
Like, Saber Pint. R.I.P.
Really?
Venue 18, fat
dude. Yeah, because I went up. It was such an unruly crowd because there was like some middle-aged woman's birthday that tried to say she was 21. Like fuck, she was 21, right? But I go up there to try and win the crowd over, and I do a Bert Kreischer. I take my shirt off, and it works for a second until the birthday girl matches me.
Okay.
And
damn,
dude, for a 40-something-year-old woman, dude, they were definitely fake titties, and because of that, they were really nice. And you better, and I was on quite a dry spell too, so no, she broke me. It's one of the few times like I got heckled on stage, and it wasn't even verbally; it was with tits.
You're like, how am I getting silently heckled?
That's that they're bricked up. Like, oh, baby, I gotta go. I can't do this.
I was wearing some loose pants.
He goes
the whole time. I'm even thinking like,
what did you do? Did you say your jokes too fast that night? I'm sorry, this doesn't always happen.
Yeah.
Normally, I can.
I'm never gonna laugh in my first 20 seconds. Yeah, you're.
That shit is like honestly, I expect you to be mad for stepping on your fucking set. Like you're upset to see these titties. Because goddamn, now you fucking stepping on the laugh. Right? I mean,
like, hey, I was a horny man before I was a comedian. So no, titties win, sadly.
Yeah. So is that how it is for you guys now? Is still pussy over laughs at this point?
No,
like,
it's not.
At this point, no. At this point, no. This was like 2 or 3 years ago. No,
yeah.
Now, hell, I'm pussy laughs then, or no, I'm laughs. No, I'm food, laughs, then pussy.
I don't know. I got too many jokes about my other half. I've never had anybody ever approach me afterwards, like, trying to get this. I mean, but I got Destin and Ty beside me. Like, they're easier catches than I am. Like,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Everything I do is for comedy. I mean, my lack of pussy is for comedy.
You know listen, that's the only reason I ever progressed. So, like, as frustrating as it was to go through 2 1.5-year spells, at least in my 20s, you can track it, and that's when I got like infinitely better at comedy.
Yeah,
because I was just jacking off, frustrated, poor, hungry.
You got nothing to focus on.
Yeah,
what I'm gonna say tonight.
And all my emotion went into my words, and it made me a better comic.
I unfortunately have written bits while having sex with my other half. So yeah, dude, dying laughing. She goes, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I'm like, "I just thought of a bit. I'm so sorry. Like, I promise it's not you. I mean, it's about you, but like, I'm sorry that I'm not in the moment."
I rarely think of it in the moment, but like, there have been times outside of certain moments where, even non-sexually, where it's like, I could probably make that something cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they don't like it either. Like we were joking about this shit earlier. Like my girls
making fun of me in front of your little friends.
Yeah, they don't like it. It's not even that. Like they don't like. I don't know a lot of comics whose girlfriends find them funny. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like to me, that's the mark of a good comic is if your girl is annoyed by you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you have somebody that's next to you, like, you're hilarious. Like, you're gonna think like,
That bitch crazy.
yeah.
I love it when I get the I'm sick of you.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm fucking.
Yeah.
I'm in there.
Yeah.
I'm digging, dude. I got good jokes now.
I don't know.
Or like, I can't stand you. Or for me, since I don't have a car, walk home.
Everybody that we started comedy with who got a girlfriend during their comedy career, like in that time frame, like Logan and Amanda have been together before. I knew them together. Right?
Yeah. They got together right before COVID.
Ty Benetti and his chick, I've known them together, right?
Yeah.
But everybody else seemed to take a punch, take a good blow.
I think Yale's held up well.
Huh?
Yale.
Yale was with her before I knew him.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
I thought they got together officially post-COVID, but that could be fun.
I don't know.
I just know. I think it
I don't
helps.
think I knew him pre-COVID.
Well, I also think that it helps that Yale started like he technically started pre-COVID, but like his growth has been all post-COVID.
Yeah.
Also, he has a girlfriend from Eastern Europe or Western Europe, so like I think it's Western Europe, maybe it's Eastern.
Mhm.
He has a girlfriend from war-torn Europe, so like he probably
has
probably helps him. That helps him. That helps keep him tough. That helps keep him tough. She's not gonna give him any bitch shit, dude.
No,
Yeah.
she's tough. She seems
Tanya's
like,
awesome.
She's like Russian or something.
Yeah, she's very nice. She's from Europe directly, and she will not let Yale slide on any pussy ass joke. She'll just tell him like that's not funny and you should stop.
Like, you don't want somebody who's just gonna give you pity laughs.
And Tanya's funny herself too, so it's like they, you know.
I say I only met her once when I did Yale and Toiler's podcast, which by the way they have never released.
All right, I'll get in his ass about it.
This was like a year and a half ago, but like it was fine and everything. I think it was because like I told Toiloy on air that like one of the worst sets I've ever seen was one of his first sets. But here's the thing: immediately afterwards, I'm like, dude, but you've gotten so much better since then. Like you're a killer now. But the first set of yours I saw was like the worst stand-up I've ever seen.
Wait, this was Yale or Toilet?
This was Toilet.
Okay.
But it was like they were both in the room.
Yeah.
And Toilet, naturally is like, you're special sucker. I'm like, yeah, I know. I was there.
Yeah, me too.
I've heard Halima's comments. I know. But,
I didn't even really even said, but I can.
Halima hates everything. So
Oh god, yeah.
yeah,
That actually should be-
that's part of her character.
That should be the name of her podcast.
Halima hates
Halima hates everything, yeah.
But the one time I met Tatiana, and ironically, I helped them throw their old mattress out.
Yeah.
But they have like this apartment building, so like we like just got lazy and we threw it down the steps. And then immediately, as soon as we like let it go, we we're like, "Oh, people could be walking up this, and they might just get decked with a flying mattress." But
they'll be all right. Yeah, no.
She was like in Soviet Russia.
In Soviet Russia, a mattress hit you.
Yeah,
I'm glad one of you got to it.
Yeah, I got lucky.
Not cigarettes.
I'll wait.
Okay, yeah.
I got lucky.
We
Leading up to
You got this. Without this, you got nothing.
It's like having jokes but no heart.
Don't worry. Yeah,
I was gonna say we've had to have gone
we've
for
been
2 hours.
I can't see my
timer.
I can't really see.
Hour 34.
Hour 34. Okay, yeah.
Almost 35.
All right, yeah. We'll have a Midwestern goodbye, which will take 10 minutes, and then as soon as we get done, that will go.
But I got lucky though. I mean, leading up to the show I did with you back in September last year, I was just kind of like working on material BS in front of the other half, and I caught her off guard with something that was about her, that she pissed herself in public, that like straight up watched her drop down and like pee herself, and I'm like, and she's just dying laughing. So I got away with it. But like, I mean, if I get her laughing, then I know I got something good.
Because you've been annoying her for so long.
15 years, brother. Like,
was she born a woman?
Yes. Yeah. We got 2 kids. She's 5'11". You ought to see her in Columbus, man. Like, she gets.
He's like, if they're born a woman, they don't have a good sense of humor. It's okay. He got bananas thrown at him, so he can say whatever he wants. He can say whatever he wants.
Yo, Ty, do you not feel gigantic right now? This is dope as fuck. Like I feel
Murph and I never get a look down.
Yeah.
Murph and I combined have never seen the top of a forehead.
Dude, I'm 5'7".
I'll say Murph is hard right now.
No, I never wanted.
I'm
to
sitting
be
on the
different.
laughing barrel.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Oh, you ruined it. You
I'm on the
ruined it.
laughing barrel.
I'm now flaccid.
I see we bring it
I got you, dog. I got you.
Y'all look like 3 different villages of Lord of the Rings.
We do. We look like we'd have a he plays the fiddle, he plays the flute, and then I tell the story.
We travel around.
I'm over here like the
people,
Green Ranger, just
selling,
getting it.
selling
Yeah.
snake
And
oil.
if you don't laugh at us, we will curse.
Speaking of snake oil, buddy's beard care.
That's actually my favorite scent. It's snake oil. Put it on your steak, fellas.
Gaslighting out
What
now.
are you right
Smells
now?
like your favorite scent.
My favorite scent and activity, all in one.
Yes, I'm telling you. Great
What,
lube.
bacon cheeseburgers?
Oh, I thought we were talking about gaslighting, but you need gaslight sometime to bake a cheeseburger.
Burger King, have it your way.
Yeah. Have it your way, served to you, and then you can yell at your wife because she did nothing wrong.
Hashtag Burger King shit.
Hey,
Burger
if
King.
Murph took a picture next to Wimby, it'd have to be a Wimby shoe commercial.
Relax. The make you laugh fours. The punchline sixes, dude. You got Murph Henderson on the punchline, bro.
Murph just hanging on to the top of the high top.
You know how much it would suck to stand next to a guy whose dick you could suck without kneeling? As a man. Like, I know, that's why Cat Williams' one joke about Shaq's dick hitting him in the forehead was hilarious. He's like, I'm not even bent over.
Shaq, when I saw him in person, it made me a little like nauseous.
Jeff Johnson, I love you. Jeff Johnson, I love your comedy, even all the way up here.
No.
But your post game makes you a bitch.
And I just went to a game and I was like,
I love Shaq.
that mother, it's nasty. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like, ugh.
He's Shaquille, bro. That's the man.
That's a big dude. Yeah, it's wild because like everybody is big to me.
that nasty since the LA Lakers.
This is me and Cole was out there. RP.
You know,
fight
isn't like
Chuck,
Shaq
man.
talks like he talks like a Rick Ross ad lib.
Shaq Shaq has Rick Ross's voice. Shaq has Rick Ross's voice and Migos like flow. Everybody say I talk like Ross. And yeah, I talk like Ross.
Everything's so soft.
Maybe because Shaq is the boss. Yes, and Shaq is the boss. Yes, and Shaq is the boss. 32, 33, 34.
Yo, you know he's still rapping. He's actually not bad at
And he's a
it.
DJ.
Yeah, like,
I would go to I'd go to a
he-
Shaq DJ.
Hey, he comes out to Lost Lands.
Yes,
It's
yeah,
south
Shaq
of here.
was
It's like
in,
20
uh,
minutes.
My
North
three
last
favorite DJs are Shaq, DJ Sweezy Sweets, and Marshmallow.
I appreciate the plug, even though you fucked it up. That's DZ Sweets.
Deezy Sweets.
Deezy sweet.
Cheesy Sweets.
No, I said
You're just
DJ.
thinking of sheets. That's
No,
He
I
didn't say
said-
Sweeties. He said
I said
Sweeties.
DJ Deezy Sweets, man. It's on me.
Yeah.
I threw
And
too
with
many-
Ty, it's like, is he talking about sheets at the gas station or sheets what he wears when he goes to his monthly meetings?
Listen here, we have a lot of productivity. You got to send it up the corporate ladder, is all I'm saying. And the topic every month is, should we let Jews in? Anyway, you can see me at the Leisure Club on March 23rd at 8 p.m. If you follow my Instagram, at Ty's Not Funny, I promote all my shows there, all my ticket links there. So go to at Ty's Not Funny on Instagram. That's TYSNOTFUNNY. Because if you set the bar low and you're mediocre, they like you. 323 Leisure Club.
He only does shows at places that play cash because he doesn't trust the Jew-run banks.
First of all, it's Chinese people. Second of all, that's true. My Venmo is Ty-More-21. If you like me, send me a Venmo.
Dash not funny.
Yeah, shit. Are we wrapping up already?
Actually, believe it or not, we should probably wrap it
Okay,
up.
all right.
Yeah. So yeah, Murph, you want to plug?
Yeah. You can catch me at Cafe Kerouac on the 21st. And you can catch me at The Attic this coming Saturday and all over Columbus.
And cash you outside. How about that?
Yes.
Buddy.
I got nothing. You keep changing dates on me. So
Yeah, I know.
He changes dates on his dates.
Yeah, Cambridge, Ohio. Potentially look out for Buddy.
Yeah.
April 27th. Potentially.
yeah.
Neff.
I got the Attic every Thursday.
Great show, by the way. Great fucking show.
That is a dope ass show. Yes, absolutely.
892.
I've never had a bad time on Thursdays at the Attic with Neff. That's a fucking fact.
We always
Bonafide.
have a woman, and we always have a couple comics from out of state who drop in, pop in, 8 o'clock.
And even if the bartender is not hot, it is still Riley, which qualifies it as hot. So
$10 you can pay at the door.
yeah.
If you're wanting to experiment, Riley Wright is the perfect stepping stone to the next realm. So
Heads up, Riley Wright may call you gay while you fuck him. Just deal with it.
That's his dad talking. That's his dad talking.
Oh man, Destin, thank you.
Of course,
Thank
and thank you again for all coming out, for drinking, for accepting my bananas.
My offerings.
It was the only way we were coming. Nut fucks around, but he was like, I think it's gonna be a 3 banana situation. I was like, all right, that's
It was in his rider. He's like, I want 3 bananas and I want 2 fat white bitches.
Well,
Thanks for letting me crash.
Yeah.
And
You
then
got
also, if you do like my stand-up, we're doing a show here in Newark, Meraki Gallery, on Saturday, March 23rd. Also, March 29th, I'm at the Attic for the Top Dog competition.
Let's go.
And then also, again, April 27th, potentially out at in Cambridge, Ohio, at the Downtown Arena. And then also May 17th at # Comedy.
Look
Also,
out.
May 4th, Trek Brewing, Roast of Skywalker.
Let fucking Destin see you at his show, man. He will fucking treat you well. I'll jack you off. It's a great time.
I'm going to that show.
Yep. I toured with Destin, and we'll talk about that next time.
And I'll eat your bananas and your juicy fruit.
as long as it's great.
By Black Forest.
Oh my god.
It's not racism if they're potassium deficient to begin with.
It's not racism if your podcast is sponsored by BBC.
But,
That's buddedbeardcure.com.
I won't wear a dress, but I'll nigga for it.
wait a minute, that's my shit. All right, let's cut this shit off while I still have a career.
You had a career?
Barely.